There's a stat in the music world that is haunting me. 92% of people who start making music this year will quit by next year. It's not that they run out of ideas, it's that they run out of joy. We buckle under the weight of comparison. We get trapped in tutorial purgatory, learning about music rather than actually making it. Somewhere along the way, we replace play with perfection. And perfection is where creativity goes to die. Today, I'm not here to give you a pro tip. I'm not selling you a plugin that promises to fix your writer's block. I'm here to talk about a game. This is SONGBOY by Aria Labs, and it's been helping me remember why I fell in love with music in the first place. I know you're asking, really? A video game? But the data suggests that rhythm-based games can actually rewire us. They improve rhythm transcription and sight reading. It's pretty much stealth training for your brain. But most music games usually have a glass ceiling. Guitar Hero won't make you a guitarist. Just Dance won't make you a dancer. So it can feel like a game cosplaying as music creation. But SONGBOY blurs that line. It's an instrument that looks like a game. There's no programming, no menu diving, you just play. So if you're part of that 92% feeling the burnout, maybe stop working and start playing. By the way, right now you can go to Steam and download the free SONGBOY demo. Just check the link in the description. I think the best way for you to see why SONGBOY is so different and revolutionary is to show you how to use it and make a song from scratch. So let's select Jam and dive right in. To make music, we'll be using something called makers. And these are pretty much your different sound sources and instruments that will build out your song. And they all have a different role. So Keeb is all about chords and keys. Noodler is with melodies. Boom is all about bass lines, and so on and so forth. And what's nice is that once you learn how to use one of these makers, you kind of learn how to use all of them. They're all very similar. I'm gonna start off with Keeb right here, and here we got. One thing I wanna try is re-rolling the chord progression. There's like infinite different chord progressions baked in. So let's see what the game randomly throws at me today. Cool, I like this one. So now let's dive into Keeb, and what we have first is our patterns. Right now we're on a simple block pattern, but there are a lot of great options in here. For example, melodic arp. This is one of my favorites, and I think I may use that one. That's really, really pretty. Okay, let's see here. What else we got that I like a lot? Groove's cool. Syncopated. Yeah, there's a lot of great options here. You can just spend a lot of time digging through them, but I was really happy with this one out the gate. If you're wondering where all these patterns are coming from, it is so refreshing to say that these are not AI generated. Instead, they are procedural, which I like to describe as randomization with rules. So whenever you re-roll a pattern, there's always a strong chance that it'll work. And it's just a matter of your own personal taste if you want to use it or not. Cool, now let's check out the different sounds we got. Right now we're on the default keys, just pretty much like a piano, but we have a lot of categories once again. So let's check out keys here. Let's re-roll that one. Okay, that one's really good. Let's see, Y2K. Reroll that. One more time. That's fun too. Plugs are fun. Oh, little vocals, that's cool. Yeah, that's another great option. I think I wanna just stick with right here. Now let's add in another maker. I want some drums, so let's bring in tap. Yeah, it's feeling cool already. And let's check out the different patterns. Now we're on halftime, but there are a whole lot in here. And let's go over to the sound sources. Let's see what else we have, like with modern. Okay, let's do vintage. That was cool. Hopecore. Okay, I think I'm into Hopecore. Now let's add in my favorite maker, which is Voca, all about vocal chops and vocal samples here. Let's enter Voca and make a loop that we like. Reroll this one. Yeah, this is feeling a lot better. Great, let's increase the pump. All right, this is cool. So now we got our little song right here. Let me just mute everything by pressing X here. Creating a great loop you like is just the beginning. SONGBOY lets you say multiple of these and easily chain them all together into a full performance that sounds like a finished song. On top of creating different sections like an intro, verse, chorus, you can also apply DJ style effects on top of everything and much, much more. There's one more cool thing you can do once you have your finished song. You can record and export what you made into audio stems and MIDI clips. All you do is open up the menu and hit record. Now, whatever is being played will be exported as an audio stem and a MIDI for your next DAW session. That's the ground level of how SONGBOY works. And I'll be honest, usually when I do a demo for this channel, I'm a bit on edge. I'm worried about hitting the wrong note, turning the wrong knob. But with this, I was just having a good time. Is there a learning curve? Of course, but the incline is pretty gentle. My first hour was just figuring out what to do. By hour 2, I started to feel pretty proficient. And by the 6th hour, the controller just started to disappear and everything started to feel like second nature. There is a high skill ceiling here when it comes to like performing and even composing, but there's a nuance that I really appreciate. There's a challenge to master it, but there's never really the pressure to master it. So we talked about song creation, but now I want to show you song performance, which is just as fun, if not more fun than song creation. Here's a little something that I put together for you. Yeah, this song is so dope, and just playing the scenes is a great start, but the performance controls, they add so much energy and so much interest, and still there's no menu diving or programming. You do everything live with your controller. To activate effects mode, just press and hold on the directional pad, up, down, left, or right. Each direction is a whole new bank of effects to play with. And there are 3 performance effects that you can use. Let me activate this scene right here. The one thing you do, as I press and hold, is use the left or right trigger. These are called stage effects. Another thing you can do is use the right joystick as a stick effect. And the last thing you do is press X, Y, A, or B as like a beat repeat. Yep, just like that. It really is as fun as it looks, but after a few hours, I felt that familiar itch. The feeling of being in a garage, making something you love, but looking around and realizing that there's no one else to share it with. I was craving a community. Fortunately, SONGBOY is building something. It's laying the groundwork for what I suspect will be a bit of a cult following. They have this feature called SONGBOY Radio where you can instantly share any track you've created for others to listen to and remix. So you can pull a track from a stranger or friend and instantly start remixing it. And surprisingly, it does add a communal dimension to this game. There's even this really cool draw mode where you can personalize your tracks with brushes and stickers. It's lo-fi, it feels tactile, and you can already see this like SONGBOY aesthetic starting to bloom. Now I hope you're starting to see why I am so excited about this. In an era of hyper-productivity where every hobby has to be a hustle, every song has to be perfect, SONGBOY just feels like an elixir, this antidote to the pressure that we put on ourselves every day. Every time I open this game, I feel like I've been given permission to just be a kid again. And the strange thing is that the feeling is starting to seep into my real work. When I open my DAW now, I actually have less anxiety and I'm excited to see what I'll create. I still have a lot to learn as a songwriter. There are thousands of hours of work ahead of me, but for the first time in a long time, it's scaring me a whole lot less. And if you want to try SONGBOY, remember that right now, there is a free beta in the description, so check it out later.